Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting!
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Check 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. 3 buzz.
Here we go.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And Jeffrey's got it. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 42. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw is Wentz. Gonna look deep for, and this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Switch up. Under 10, 10.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, back man. Waiting!
Here we go. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the handoff, this is Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5-9.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Going up top. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. High throw, but he makes the catch. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Vitale, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That's caught by Jackson. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for Eagles. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
81, 81.
All day, every day.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They run it again with Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Sproles, the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 65 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Sproles. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll give to Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 56 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
53, Mike, 53. Pick me up. Here we go.
On the toss, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just 2 minutes. Remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
54, right there, right there.
Go, go.
Watch the run, watch the run.
One final try now for Rodgers. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it is incomplete.